Hello everybody, my name is Victoria and welcome to my channel for Red Reader. Today I am doing a book review for the book An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. I really enjoyed this book, I really love it. I rate it 5 stars on Goodreads and I'll leave my Goodreads link down below, but let's get to the review part. Wow, that was some really fast talking. This book takes place in ancient Rome, or was inspired by ancient Rome, and it is in the Kingdom of Sarah, more specifically Blackcliff Academy. Blackcliff Academy is this academy where students are trained from a young age, a few years, to become a mask, and we'll talk about masks in a bit. This book is a teen and young adult fantasy fiction. So now going on to the social groups. There are 3 social groups. The scholars, which are slaves who are under martial control and are basically brutally treated and forced into doing whatever the marshals want. They really have no freedom. That takes us to our next group, which are the marshals, which are the brutal ruling class, and they have lots of power. The marshals includes the masks, which are people who wear a mask. They make sure that everyone is loyal to the empire. Finally, we have the tribe. The tribes are basically just nomads who are kind of neutral. They don't really have power, but they're not really under power as well. I guess you could say this is also a social group, but the resistance, which is a large mass of people who are working to stop the empire and the power it has over people. So those are the 4 social groups and the basic setting. Characters is my next thing. We have 4 kind of main characters, but 2 of them are more prominent. First character is Laya. She is a slave and her family has been killed by a mask and her brother has been taken by the empire into a prison. They found a notebook of his that had weapons. She's basically trying to find help from the resistance to save her brother. Elias is a soldier and he is actually training to be a mask, but he hates the empire and he wants to desert. And his mom is the commandant, aka the kind of ruler of Blackcliff Academy. He does not have a bond of any type with his mother. His mother absolutely hates him and he absolutely hates her and the empire. Helen, I think is how you say it, or Helene, or Aileen, something like that. I'm going to just say Helen since that's basically the first thing that came to mind when I read that name, but it is spelled Helene. Helen is the only female student at Blackcliff Academy. She is also one of the top students, and she also is the best friend to Elias. Finally, our last main character is the commandant. She is the ruler of Blackcliff and Elias' mother, and she is also considered one of the most powerful people in the Kingdom of Sarah. The sequel is A Torch Against the Night. I have not gotten around to reading this yet, but I'm very excited because I will soon after I get back from Mexico. Like I said before, I did rate this 5 stars on Goodreads because I absolutely loved it. It was one of those books that got me from the first page. Yeah, I'm not letting you go. I basically sped through it. It was amazing. When I was finally done, it felt like I was losing a friend. It also helped me get out of a reading slump, which I've been in for the past few months. By months, I mean like a whole year. One of the things I loved about this was that every little action did matter in the end. Every single small thing that happened was significant. And there are these people called augurs, is I think how you pronounce them. They can basically see the future and they know what needs to happen. And I feel like they play a huge part in this book as well because they kind of make everything happen their own way so that the kingdom could be how they see their future kingdom being. It's kind of hard to explain, but I tried, so. There is an emperor and there is a blood strike, and blood strike is basically the second in power to the emperor and the most loyal servant. This book has the point of view of both Elias and Laya, and I really like that because Laya doesn't trust masks since a mask killed her own family and took her brother. And Elias is basically a mask. So she does not trust him at all. She thinks of him as evil, and seeing his viewpoint, how he hates the empire and how he wished he was different, it gives you 2 sides to a story, and I really like that because you don't just see it in her viewpoint, but you see it in his. The imagery in this, it really got me into imagining every little thing. I could feel like I was in the book with them and I was kind of living through those experiences with them. I really enjoyed that. There was very unique elements in this book. Overall, I really did enjoy this book and I really loved it and definitely do recommend it, especially for reading slumps because it helped me get out of mine, which was a year long of me trying to read, but it wasn't really working. I wasn't really feeling it, and this book definitely made me go back. Thanks to this book, instead of reading like 1 book per month, now I'm reading like 5 again, and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, that is basically all I have, and thank you for watching this very boring video of me blabbering on about a book because I love my children. Books are my children. My friends make fun of me for it. My links for all my social media are down below. If you have any questions, comment them, and I will see you next video, aka next week. Bye!